that people are like, if Trump wins, I'm leaving the country. And I'm like, okay. So then when this election came around, people are like, if Trump wins again, I'm leaving the country. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, listen, Biden won.
Yeah.
He's everybody's president. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. He's everybody's president. I mean, he's our president. He's my president. He's like, unfortunately,
you might agree or not. He
exactly. Like you said, you might not agree, but it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. Do I believe in elections? I'm going to be quite frank with you. I don't.
Right.
I really do think that it wasn't just this election. I think many other elections are
rigged. And I think all over the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, okay, I'm going to tell a really quick story. So in 2014, we had this president in Brazil who...
Was that Lula?
No, it was his successor. It was Dilma.
Okay.
So... But that party had been in the administration for like, I'd say 12 years by then. I don't remember, but it was like over a decade, I'm sure. So in 2014, there was this other guy from like a different party who he was doing really good, and how do you call the whatever when you're like the
polls?
Yeah, he was doing really good on the polls, and he died in a plane crash. I'm not saying somebody killed him, but to this day,
is it hard to believe?
Sus.
I mean, is it hard to believe?
Right, it's not.
Unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like power, money, there's no price.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything, but yeah, I don't think this election was rigged, but
I don't know. And once again, like you said, I'm not saying this one was, but it wouldn't surprise me that this one, the last one, the one before that, the one before that, there's so many. I mean, we go even back to the whole Al Gore, which is before your time, but Al Gore, George Bush, and the 1999 election.
Yeah,
when George Bush took over, that one, same thing. Oh, this is rigged. So it's the same concept. We can go over this again and again. Yeah, I'm just so tired.
For me, it's like I don't care if you don't deserve it. Like you won, you're our president, so I'll just accept it.
And let me, I guess I'm going to modify your statement for me at least.
Okay.
It's not that I don't care, but I do understand what you said. What can we do at that level? What we can do at this level, meaning us as citizens, as neighbors, we need to learn to work with each other because at the end of the day, those people are supposed to work for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? That president's there. He's getting his money from us.
Yeah.
We're the ones working. He's up there because of us. So if we sit here and act like they're this leader that we're supposed to follow and we're not willing to work with each other here at a local level, we're in trouble.
Right.
We're in trouble. Like we need to realize, okay, look, we may not agree, but at the end of the day, I care about you, you care about me because we live close to each other and we need to live in harmony. That guy over there, he doesn't care. He doesn't even know you're just another number.
Right.
When they look at 320 something million people in the US, you're just one of those little numbers in there that just sends taxes and he says, thank you very much.
Right.
So we have to realize, I know many of my friends actually are very political on one side. And of course, I do have more of a conservative leaning, but that doesn't mean that I'm not willing to listen to somebody else or respect or help somebody on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like looking at its sides.
No,
That's
bro. So I'm if I were to be leaning one side, it would be conservative, because of whatever, the way I was raised and all that. But that doesn't mean anything. One of my best friends, she is liberal, and I love that girl. I don't care what she stands for. I love her. She's a good person. She's very sweet. We have fun together.
Right.
I'm not going to hate her just because, you have different beliefs than me. It shouldn't work like that.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. And the ability, once again, somebody has to extend their hand. Because it's funny you say, I have a friend that's the same thing. She's very, very liberal. And when I try to just say, okay, you know what? Yeah, that has a good point, whatever. I try to understand her point.
Right.
And then I say, hey, what about this? And she just stands on it. And she's like, no. Like, there's no way. I'm like, yeah, there is a way. And there has to be a give and take on both sides.
Right.
And that's the goal of how this country works. And it shouldn't be two sides. I always think it's funny because I see these ads on Facebook like, oh, the best way to teach your kids about politics. And it's like a little book on politics and it has the donkey and the I think I talked about this before, and an elephant.
Yeah, I've heard you talking about that before.
And it's so crazy. It's like how there's right now, okay, the major political parties are two. But this shouldn't be that way. Being bipartisan is not a good idea. Like, oh, there's only two sides. There's more sides.
Right.
And we should be able to have that debate. But anyways, election audit. So wanted to go over that. One more thing. This is more from 2020.
Okay.
but it bleeds over into this year. So in 2019, at the end of 2019, our national debt was 22.7 trillion. Okay.
Okay.
By the time let me see, this is at the beginning of 2021, our national debt was 28.9 trillion. So in 2 years, we put $7 trillion of debt on us.
Wow.
That's the most we've ever done in a 2-year span. I was looking from the minute I was born, which is in 78, which we only had 772 billion, which is amazing. And now we're at, of course, inflation costs there too, but we're at $28.9 trillion in debt.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous how much debt we put on. And of course, it's all under the guise of, hey, we need COVID money to help people to stay home. And
Right. But I heard a lot of that money that was distributed. Hey, yo, by the way, the government, thank you. I love that that stimulus check, bro. I'll take it all day. But I heard a lot of that money that like were supposed to like help people, they went out of the US.
Oh yeah, it did. I mean, if you looked at exactly. Yeah.
Like I understand that US like as a power in the world like has by this point the responsibility of helping other countries.
I mean, okay.
Like I'm not saying like responsibility like they have to do it, you know, but I guess because of the relations that were created over time with different countries, I guess the US maybe feels responsible. I'm not sure. Or is it to maintain a good relationship?
You know, I mean, I'm all about helping people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't. And if you have the resources, I think you absolutely should.
Right.
The problem is when you look at what the money was being spent on, it wasn't like money was like, you know, during a pandemic, we were getting the bill was proposed as, okay, we're going to send, you know, 200, whatever, just to make it easy numbers, you know, 100 million to Afghanistan for COVID medicine and this for COVID, you know, like during this time, or this for food. It was like some weird stuff, like, for a museum and for counting fish here and like just.
Yeah, that's not a survival.
Like, guys, during this time, just who cares?
Right.
Like, okay, fine. I get the fish have to be there, but really, I don't know. Yeah. That's not to get very political on that, but yeah, it's just incredible for me how much money we've put towards this country. And if you know, we're printing that money.
Right.
So eventually we're going to break the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
All right. So I think half of the people already like turned off their, you know, they're not listening anymore because this is too political. So let's switch.
Okay.
What's next?
I'll get out of that. All right. So what about Marvel movies?
It was a big year. We had the introduction of the phase 4 of the MCU.
Okay.
So what was the first one?
Movie wise or in general?
The first thing.
WandaVision came out in January.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
February?
January.
January. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I think it came out, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it came out like January 20th, 21st.
Okay.
It was good. I really liked it.
Really good show. I think it was a good introduction to the multiverse that we were like being presented to.
Right.
You know?
I'll tell you one thing. My wife, who's been I don't like Marvel, she really got into WandaVision.
Right.
So that was kind of cool. I was like, okay, my wife gets to enjoy some of this. So we had, as far as shows, they had Marvel. We had Marvel shows. We had WandaVision. And then we had Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What did you think about that?
It was pretty good.
It was good.
It was good.
It had a little bit of they tried to put a little bit of wokeness into it, but overall,
it was good. Yeah.
I did.
I liked the story.
What about Loki?
Loki was crazy good.
I was going to say.
Loki
amazing.
was awesome.
That's been their best show till.
I agree.
It was amazing.
I agree.
And then Hawkeye?
Hawkeye was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I know why, because Florence Pugh was in it.
Yes, of course.
For you, at least.
Yeah, and Haley Steinfeld, bro.
Dude,
are you kidding me?
I didn't know who she was.
Really?
Honestly, I didn't know who she was.
Wow. Okay, I've seen some movies from like when she was way younger.
What movie is she in?
I like Begin Again with Mark Ruffalo. He's like a musician that's like drunk and whatever. And she's his daughter in the movie, and she's probably like 13 or 14. But I didn't realize it was her until I watched it again recently. I was like, oh, she's in Hawkeye. Yeah, and she's also the one. Didn't she do Bumblebee?
Bumblebee. That's where I saw her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have seen her. I saw her. She was in the Bumblebee one with John Cena. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an interesting Bumblebee.
Right. And then what else? We had Hawkeye. So I was really hoping Hawkeye would bring something related to Spider-Man No Way Home.
I did too. Because it did
It
have
looks like they're in the same. I mean, they're in the same universe.
They were.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And both movies, like no, I mean the end of the movie and the show are during Christmas
And
in New York,
and in front of the same. I'm sorry, that's the same exact tree.
right? It is.
And it was before Hawkeye knocked it down.
Yeah, because he knocked it down.
Sorry if you didn't see the show.
I mean, I hope they'll tie it together at some point.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't watched the show, we're sorry.
Yeah, and then
blew some stuff for you guys there.
and then we had what Eternals. Shang-Chi.
Yeah. We had Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was
that one.
first like Asian hero.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
It was.
It was really good.
It was cool that they brought the whole like Legends of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
From like because it was like from the first movie Iron Man movie and they like brought it back. I wish they would tie this.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
to
been
Iron Man somehow.
Because it was almost like just that guy took my name. And
right.
They didn't actually like work on tying it
yeah,
together.
I wish they would, but it was still a good movie.
It was. It was very good. It was nice to see an action hero actually like out there swinging and punching.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it was like I like the ninja stuff. I like it.
Yeah, it was good. Eternals was.
I had Black Widow with Florence Pugh again.
Black Widow. I mean, it's always nice to watch a Johansson movie. And then Spider-Man No Way Home, which we already covered.
Which
amazing. That was a great way to end the year. That was amazing Spider-Man. Very good. All right, what about other movies? Getting out of the Marvel universe, we had Free Guy.
Free Guy. That was a good movie. Bro, Ryan Reynolds was like everywhere this year.
He did that. He also did
Red Notice.
Red Notice.
Was Six in the Ground this year?
No, that was last year.
Oh, okay.
That was, or even 2019.
No, it was last year.
Okay.
It had to be last year.
Yeah.
It's not at all.
Don't Look Up. That just came out.
Don't Look Up just came out.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not that I didn't like it.
Okay, first of all, Jonah Hill is hilarious. I really like him. And I feel like, I don't know if you've ever seen Wolf of Wall Street, but I feel like the character, his character in that movie, that's him.
Okay.
And that's him in Don't Look Up, and that's him like everywhere. He's like, hey, bro, come on, just chill here, bro. You know?
Have you ever seen 21 Jump Street with him and Channing Tatum?
Dude, I almost watched it today.
Dude, it's hilarious.
But I didn't. Yeah, I want to watch that movie.
It's pretty funny. I mean, they're really funny.
But yeah, it's a good concept. I like the story. And Leo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio?
No, yeah. I mean, he's a really good actor.
Yeah,
I like his work, and I like the concept of the movie. It's like I don't really like social media, so.
So one thing I did like about the movie is the underlying message of, hey, basically what explains. Oh man, if you haven't watched the movie, I'm sorry, but
yeah, it just came out, so we're spoiling it like
we're
hard.
spoiling everything. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil it. Just the underlying message of the end of the movie.
Yeah.
When it comes to family, or not taking things for granted, that was
okay.
I mean, I can't really say much.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you're going, but now I know where you're saying.
Not taking things for granted, and like take advantage of every day. Don't take it like, oh well, we're gonna be here forever.
Right.
That was fine.
Yeah.
But once again, I have a hard time when they start getting too political or they start getting woke and everything. It just bothers me. It's like, guys, just tell a story. Tell a story. Don't try to tell us how to live our lives. Just tell a story. Enjoy the story. That's fine. You want to tell us how to live our lives? That's what documentaries are for.
For me, the way I took it was a little bit like, maybe it's probably not even what they're trying to say, but the way I took it is, dude, we got like two extreme sides. One saying look up, the other say don't look up. You know what? Actually, maybe you should just, like it's like they're trying to separate us.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we were saying, and we shouldn't be separated like that.
No,
because we're a nation.
Yep.
That's the way I took it. It's kind of like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be that extreme and separate from each other.
Right.
That's the way I took it.
See, there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't say because it's at the end, and
that's okay.
You
just watch the movie.
We won't say it. The Guilty. You said, oh, that was with Gyllenhaal.
I like that movie.
That was good.
I did like that movie.
The Matrix, which we reviewed, but
I didn't watch Matrix. It also just came out.
It's okay. I mean, it was cute. Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, you can skip over that one. Mortal Kombat. The Justice League Snyder Cut. So that one came out originally in 2017, 18?
Yeah, but it was a different version.
Right. This was actually Snyder's
idea.
What he wanted to do. Because he had to leave because his daughter got sick. And then Josh Whedon took over and he finished it off. And it wasn't what Snyder wanted. So he got this one. This was amazing. It was way better. So
right. Yeah, that scene with the Flash.
Dude, that is so awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, so
that
you did
was
see
really cool.
it. You did see it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.